Good day. This is Group EC from the Digital Marketing course of the Ateneo Graduate School of Business. The group will be using the Foodie Takes Flight for its digital marketing campaign. The outline of this report starts with who is the Foodie Takes Flight, the actual digital marketing plan, and the lessons learned from this. These are some of the Foodie Takes Flight creations. These are healthy, yummy, and vegan, but who is the Foodie Takes Flight? This is the passion project of Jessica Uy, a 22-year-old vegan who creates easy, vegan recipes made from simple ingredients. A lot wonder why she turned vegan at such a young age. Back in 2015, it was because of her love for animals and Mother Earth. The Foodie Takes Flight shares her own recipes in her own website called thefoodietakesflight.com. This is a sample recipe of the Foodie Takes Flight, where she states the ingredients, the steps, and also some storage tips. The social media channels the Foodie Takes Flight utilizes to drive viewers to her website are the following: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, and you can even Google her site and recipes. The Foodie Takes Flight can still gain a greater reach and foothold in the food scene as consumer trend now is moving into a healthier lifestyle. This is where phase 2 of this report will focus on the digital marketing plan. What is our goal? To increase awareness of the Foodie Takes Flight brand in Facebook, since Facebook is the #1 social media platform. We will be utilizing the Instagram follower base of 286,000 to convert into Facebook followers. The channels to tap in doing so are the following: a newsletter, the use of Facebook Business Manager for ad campaign, and also chatbot. All of these tools will be used in order to attain the marketing goal of this digital marketing campaign for the Foodie Takes Flight.
Hey guys, Dirk here. So as mentioned by Ina, one of the things that we'll do to increase our Facebook engagement is to do Facebook ad campaign. We want to increase the number of Facebook followers as well as the number of likes, and our pre-campaign or pre-launch number of followers is at 11,500. So how did we set this up? Our campaign name, we've established it as the Foodie Takes Flight Digima Brand Awareness Campaign. Our buying type is auction, which is preset from the campaign objective, which is to increase brand awareness. We have no spending limit. However, we've set up a daily budget of 267 pesos. Our bid strategy, of course, we want to be optimal, so it's at lowest cost. And we want to run ads all the time. Under the ad sets tab, we've scheduled this campaign from July 29, 2020, 12 noon Manila time, until August 2, 2020, 12 noon Manila time. So this campaign ran for 4 days. And over to our right-hand side, which is our target audience, as you can see, guys, we've not only targeted Filipinos here, but as well as Americans. Again, a big number of the Foodie Takes Flight's followers are coming from the West. Our age range is from 85 to 65 and above. Again, being healthy, being vegan, doesn't choose any age at all. Our language choice, of course, English and Tagalog. And we've narrowed down our audience to people who are interested in vegan recipes, food, health, and veganism. Moreover, we only want to present our ads in Facebook, specifically Facebook newsfeed. Again, our Instagram is already doing well given the big number of followers. And additionally, one of the things that we'll also be doing is to utilize our Instagram to organically encourage our followers there to head over to our Facebook page and subscribe. So this other strategies will be mentioned by Malo later on. So moreover, still under the ad sets, we want to ensure that our ads will be seen from all devices, not just mobiles, but also tablets, desktops, and laptops. And we also want to ensure that this is Wi-Fi and cellular data accessible. And for optimization for ad delivery, we have here the ad recall lift. So this is like the biggest KPI for brand awareness Facebook campaigns. So basically, this is like the estimated rate or people who will remember seeing our ads, or basically people who will remember the Foodie Takes Flight from our campaign. Okay, so again, this is the biggest KPI for our Facebook ad campaign. So here we've got the preview, both desktop and mobile preview for our sponsored Facebook newsfeed ad. So we've got our image here, we've got our caption here, and this is already a snapshot of what the sponsored ad turned out to be. So we've got a total of 54 likes and the different emojis, as well as 2 shares. So results. For the overview, we've spent a total of 992 pesos and 34 centavos. We've reached a total of 67,952 people, and we've got 86,663 impressions, or the number of times that our ads were seen on screen. So again, of the 67,952 people, some of them or a lot of them may have seen our ads more than once. Hence, we've got 86,663 times that the ads were seen on screen. Okay? So let's head over to the campaign results tab, and basically let's focus our attention on all the rest have been mentioned, but let's focus our attention on the rightmost column, which is the ad recall lift rate. Again, our biggest KPI. So we've got here 2.10%. So the results of the campaign is we've got an estimated 2.10% of our 67,952 people that have seen our ads that is able to recall the Foodie Takes Flight. So if we multiply that 2.10% to that 67,952 people, we get a total of 1,430, which is the number in the results column. That's the total number of people that remembers our ad or the Foodie Takes Flight. And the cost of each person from that results column is at 69 centavos. So for the ad sets tab, basically it's the same as the previous one. And for the ads tab, same thing, but let's focus our attention on the quality ranking column. We've got here below average or the bottom 20%. So again, this campaign was ran for a short period of time with a limited budget. So hence our low ad recall lift rate. But if done otherwise, we would be able to get a bigger rate, estimated ad recall lift rate. But then again, just as mentioned, we've got a number of strategies also that we did, which are more organic and more cost efficient in nature, which Malo will present. And I believe that ultimately our results are great. So thank you guys.
So as mentioned earlier, what we want to have is for the Foodie Takes Flight to have a strong number of followers as it does on Instagram. At the moment, the Foodie Takes Flight has 11,500 followers on Facebook. While this may be a good number, it is a far cry from the 286,000 followers that she has on Instagram. Eventually, of course, we'd like both numbers to be equal, but in the meantime, we'd like to at least start reaching the number of followers that she has on Instagram. So apart from promoting the whole page, which Dirk was able to share earlier, we also conducted a 3-day contest, or rather an e-contest. So it is a 3-day campaign wherein winners will win the Vegan Kitchen cookbook. The cover photo is on the right side. And the mechanics is very simple. All they have to do is like the Facebook page if they haven't yet, repost what we were going to post with a caption saying why they want to win the ebook, tag 3 of their friends, and lastly, to also subscribe to the Foodie Takes Flight's YouTube channel. So this is the poster that we used. We followed the dimensions of Facebook, which is 628 by 1200. This is to make sure that the whole photo will be visible when people would see it on their feed. And it is very important to follow this. Otherwise, if it's too big or too small, Facebook will be cropping it out and not the whole information, or rather not the whole picture will be seen. So the ones who would see this on their feed would actually miss out on certain information, and we do not want that to happen. So for this photo, we used the landscape version of the cover photo, or rather the cover of the Vegan Kitchen Cookbook. So as you can see, as a viewer, you'd automatically know that it's about food, vegan, and kitchen. And with kitchen, you would know that it's about cooking. On the text on the right, we mentioned that they can get a chance to win, which means it is a contest. And then second, we noted down the simple mechanics or the brief mechanics, and of course the duration of the promo or the contest, and when we will announce the winner, so that they would have a sense of urgency in participating. So how do you do this? It's actually very easy to, have your own post. So you'd open or create a post like you would do on a normal basis. I'm sure everybody knows this. Choose the photo that you want and then write a caption. So the caption could be something catchy or also what's in the photo. But for us, we did a mix of both. So we tried to have something brief just to get people attracted or to catch their attention as well. So want a free copy of the Vegan Kitchen ebook. So we noted the free copy. And we also use emojis to make it warm, to make the tone of the sentence or the message very warm. And that is very consistent with how the tone of her post has been. So you wanted to keep that. And then after your post, when you click continue, you have the option to boost. But this time, since we wanted it to be organic, we did not boost it anymore. So here you can see the importance of the dimension so that you could see the whole photo when you see it on the feed. So after that, after 3 days, we were 128 people, 77 reactions, which were all positive. We had likes, hearts, and wows. We received 17 comments and 14 shares. And since sharing the post is a requirement for the contest, technically we only have 14 participants for the contest, which is a good number considering that we did not boost this photo or this contest and that it was only running for 3 days. So after that, after the 3-day campaign, we chose the winner and we replied to her on the comment section. We wanted it something for people to see, and we wanted it to build some engagement also with our followers, to have a conversation as we learn. So we went straight to the point and congratulated Alexandra Stanley, the winner, and of course we still redirected her to her private message so that she would be comfortable sharing her private information, which we will need. So that's how our e-contest ended. So after the whole 7-day Facebook campaign, 4 days of which is promoting the whole Facebook page and 3 days of conducting the e-contest, we were able to receive 793 new likes and 787 new followers, which gave the Foodie Takes Flight a total of 12,373 followers. So even if the contest wasn't as even if we did not get as much number as we expected, we believe that the numbers of engagement, our primary objective, was reached or was fulfilled rather.
Our next strategy besides the Facebook ad campaign would be the use of chatbots through the Messenger app. The Foodie Takes Flight has a wide-ranging audience from different countries around the world. Hence, the goal of this strategy is really to improve on the page's chat response towards interested followers and non-followers. Currently, the page doesn't really have any chatbot integration whatsoever. Because of this, our team decided to create a simple chatbot just to initially synchronize it with the Foodie Takes Flight. But why did we all agree on creating a chatbot for the page? For one, the page has a globalized audience and community. Most followers of the Foodie Takes Flight are people who are really into the health and vegan lifestyle. Hence, it would be a waste if the page will not tap into the global market given its wide range of content. Since we are looking at the page's reach on a global scale, time is of the essence. And so, it is of utmost importance to put forth quick chat responses during any time of the day. Lastly, the focus of our setup of the chatbot is really to answer initial queries and provide follow-ups to their questions. We decided to use Mobile Monkey as the chatbot of our choice due to its simplicity and ease of use. The interface is relatively new compared to other chatbot managers. In our next few slides, I will be showing you some of the features of Mobile Monkey and how we applied it to the Foodie Takes Flight. We first started with the page's welcome dialog. In here, anyone who clicks the send message button located in the page will automatically be greeted by the chatbot of the Foodie Takes Flight. As seen above, the welcome dialog starts with a brief introduction of the page and a follow-up question asking for the person's email address. Once the person replies with his email, the page admin will automatically be notified through her inbox, which she can then reply to later on. The next feature we also took advantage of is the Q&A, wherein the chatbot will automatically respond to questions pertaining to the page's ebook. In the Foodie Takes Flight's case, we use the keywords such as ebook and vegan kitchen so that anyone who would ask about this will receive an automated response. Here's what it looks like. Lastly, Mobile Monkey has other cool features that businesses can use to learn more about their audiences. One of them is the live chat or inbox for notifications from the page. During our trial stages as seen above, Turk messaged the page to test its effectivity. Once the message was sent, the chatbot automatically replied and notified the page admin of the message so that Jika can respond further once she is available. Unfortunately, we couldn't test the other features of Mobile Monkey since we only used a free account. The paid version also includes other features such as analytics and campaigns to further improve on the chatbot's effectivity. At the end of the day though, the chatbot experience had to work. I tested it out myself and here's what I got. Thankfully, the automated responses worked perfectly. Our goal of setting up a chatbot for the Foodie Takes Flight was a success, and we hope to build up on it once the page's reach and audience base will increase.
Using Google Forms, we made a simple and straightforward questionnaire in order to get the information of the Foodie Takes Flight followers. The information given will be used in sending out monthly newsletter subscriptions via email. The questionnaire starts with a simple greeting, a link to the website, and a sample of the upcoming newsletter this August, which will be featuring the crispy tofu katsu 4 ways, popcorn mushrooms, and more. So one just simply needs to put his or her name, her own email address, country, and also an optional message, then click submit. The group was able to obtain data of the following followers of the Foodie Takes Flight from July 26 up to August 5. Aside from the Google Forms and the Get in Touch option in her website, the Foodie Takes Flight also created a pop-up in order to entice more subscribers to her monthly newsletters. Using the shoutout option on the Wix website, the Foodie Takes Flight can now utilize the email list from the Google Forms and her subscriber list to send out her very first digital newsletter. On the Wix dashboard, click on Marketing and SEO under the Ascend Business Tools. Then click on Email Marketing under Marketing. Then here you would see the drafted newsletter to be sent out. The first step in creating an email campaign is to create your newsletter content. It is basically the same as creating your own blog wherein you will put pictures, content, and also links to your YouTube or also links to the recipe. The second is to add the recipients. You can add contacts such as your email addresses obtained in the Google Forms and also from the subscriber list of the actual website. And third is just to click publish in order to send this as an email. This is the actual newsletter sent by the Foodie Takes Flight to its subscribers. It has the overview of the recipe ideas to be followed by the different recipes and also YouTube videos. And at the end of the newsletter, The Foodie Takes Flight advertises her own vegan kitchen ebook for sale and also the initiatives she does to help the environment. Wix provides statistics that can help analyze the effectivity of the campaign. The first newsletter was sent out to 4,209 contacts, of which only 22 bounced, giving a 99% delivery rate. And after 4 days, 1,553 actually opened the email sent, and there is an 8% click rate on the newsletter content. Also, Wix provides an advanced statistics, which is updated daily. Out of the 320 that actually clicked on the newsletter emailed to them, 61% was accessed through mobile, 35% through desktop, and the remaining 4% via tablet. And on the bottom part, Wix also shows the top links clicked.
Okay, so what did we get from our digital marketing plan? Let me share with you some of the lessons we learned. So basically, we realized or we noticed that we patterned our plan with Kotler's content marketing. So Kotler mentioned that there are 8 steps in the pre-production phase. The first step is goal setting. There are 2 types of goal setting. The first one is being sales-oriented, and the second is brand-oriented. Our campaign is focused on the latter, which is brand building. And we chose Facebook because, of course, Facebook is the #1 social media platform. And in order to gauge the effectivity of the plan or our marketing plan, we decided to check the number of followers and the number of likes. The second step is audience mapping. So we really targeted our promotions. So we chose people from the Philippines and North America. Although the Foodie Takes Flight has a lot of followers in other countries, we chose these 2 countries because they already have strong visibility here or strong following here, and we'd like to further develop that. We chose also people from 18 to 65 years old who speak English and Filipino, and who are, of course, interested in vegan recipes, food, health, or veganism, as the primary behavior that the Foodie Takes Flight want to reach are like-minded people that potentially want to learn new vegan recipes.
Still under the pre-production phase is step 3, which is content ideation and planning. The Foodie Takes Flight reflects her passion and personality in her food creations and blogs. For the 4th step under production phase is content creation. Everything is done by the Foodie Takes Flight herself personally, from recipe ideation to execution to photography, editing of photos and videos, and also to blogging.
The 5th step is about content distribution. Here, the page mainly utilizes 2 channels: word of mouth and its social media accounts like its website, emails, Instagram, and so on. When Facebook followers tag their friends in a post, it is a form of word of mouth. The aim of this kind of marketing is really to spark conversation. And one way the page shows its authenticity is by really conversing with its audience. The challenge now is how to utilize the Foodie Takes Flight's other channels to gain more brand awareness among different platforms, like its website, its YouTube channel, Instagram, email newsletters, Facebook, and Pinterest. At the end of the day, content distribution must be well synchronized among these different platforms to provide a seamless experience for the viewer. The 6th step is all about content amplification. It's about how you pique the curiosity and interest of your potential and current audiences. In our case, we decided to use the chatbot experience and the Facebook e-contest as ways to accommodate and excite the social media users. Apart from this, the Foodie Takes Flight also personally responds to posts, comments, and stories shared, which also helps amplify and advocate the brand.
So hey guys, it's Dirk again. For the second to the last step, we've got content marketing evaluation. So we do have the clear lack of visibility in Facebook versus our Instagram page, which is doing better. So we have 2 of the exact same posts here, wherein the Instagram post has 31 comments versus the Facebook that only has 15. And we've observed that the people in Instagram that like, comment, reply to us, share our content are faster than the people in Facebook. And for the last step, which is content marketing improvement, this is basically the tools and the strategies that we used to increase our Facebook engagement, such as the Facebook Business Manager, our advertisements, and the e-contest for a free copy of the Vegan Kitchen Cookbook ebook that ultimately got us about 700 plus likes and 700 plus followers. And as mentioned, we do acknowledge that our marketing push efforts weren't that too hard given the limited number of resources and the limited duration of the campaigns. And as Kotler specifically states in this last step, persistency and consistency are key, which we will definitely incorporate in our future endeavors. So on behalf of Group EC Cube, we would like to thank you guys for watching our video.